welcome back to my channel, or should I say that to myself? Because I haven't updated videos for a month. Well, but let me explain. That's because I've been preparing for my Spanish level test, the CLA test, and I've got my result. I got 3 B2s in my listening, reading, and writing, and a B1 in my speaking, but that's fair because I know my Spanish speaking isn't that good. Anyway, so I'm back. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that I learned from my studying abroad experience in the US. Before we start, I have to explain a little bit why I'm making this video. A study abroad service agency has contacted me and they wanted me to do a little promotion for their service. So I took a look at their company profile. Practically all their team members have had study abroad experience in the US. Some of them graduated from renowned universities like Harvard, Columbia, Stanford. If you add this WeChat up here and tell them my username here, you're gonna get a free diagnose, which means that if you have any doubts at all, you're thinking about studying abroad, but you don't know which school to go to, which major to choose, this is a free opportunity for you to get professional opinions. So make good use of it. And Jen, one of my besties in Madrid, inspired me. So today she gave me this box. It says Cecilia here. That's so sweet. And in the box, she wrote like nice, sweet notes for me, telling me how great I am as a person and a friend. Well, thank you. For example, your British accent is dreadful, but you continue to try. Yeah, she's from England and she's been trying to make me speak the Queen's English, but it turned out to be very hard for me. So anyway, I've written down 5 things that I learned from my experience in the US, and I'm gonna put them in this box and I will just, do a lucky draw. Okay, so let's get started and see what we're gonna talk about first. So the first thing that we are gonna talk about is enrich life experience. I think the beauty of studying in a different country is so much more than going to the university there. It's more about what you learn outside of the university. For example, you will learn about the tipping culture in the US. I think in most countries in the world, tipping isn't something compulsory, but in the US, it is compulsory. You have to leave a tip when you're eating in a restaurant or stay in a hotel, somebody help you with the luggage. It is more than something that you are willing to do. It's something that you have to do. So no matter what kind of restaurant that you go to, you will have to tip the waiters. Unless the waiter is really bad and you want to make a point that, hey, you're a bad waiter by not leaving a tip. Otherwise, it's not acceptable to not leave a tip. And also, for example, here in Spain, people take a siesta for 3 hours, almost from 2 to 5 every day. 2 to 4 is like lunchtime, the legit lunchtime, and they start working again from 5 to 7 or 8. These are things that you will never know unless you live in a different country. For me, it's always interesting to learn a different culture and how a different society or country functions. Even the most normal thing can be completely different in another country. So you have to constantly sharpen your mind and rewire your brain. Anyway, I think life is a journey that you only get to take once, and if there is any way for you to maximize your life experience, you should do it. The second thing we're going to talk about is be more confident. I think I'm definitely more confident to express myself about what I think, how I feel. I'm no longer the person who's afraid to share my opinion, even when it's completely different than what other people are saying. So long as there is a reason and logic behind what I think. And the reason why I think this happens is because American culture values individuality and people around me share their opinions all the times. Gradually, I just feel like I've been empowered to say what I want to say. And honestly speaking, I'm very proud of myself for having made this change. Moving on to the third point. Let me pick one. More independent. Yeah, I know I look different because it's a different day. I was editing the videos and then I realized I accidentally deleted the footage for this part. So I'll just do it again. So we're talking about being independent. I just feel like ever since I moved abroad, I've become a more independent person. And for me, I think being more independent here means more than cooking for myself, planning grocery shopping by myself, cleaning up the room, doing the laundry, or even putting up the furniture by myself. But more importantly, I think for me, I've grown to be this person who learns how to make decisions for myself. Because I think before I went abroad, my parents are the ones who are making, let's say, more than half of the decisions for me, and they would advise or suggest me to do what they think is best. But after living abroad, I feel like I've been given this chance to make the decisions by myself, to ask myself what I really want instead of what my parents think or what other people think. And I think this is a very important part of being independent, which is to make decisions by yourself and to bear the consequences of your decision by yourself, to be responsible for yourself. Fourth point. Okay. Self-discovery. So this point is so inseparable from the first 3 points, especially the one that I just talked about, which is to be more independent. Because you've been given more freedom to make your own decisions, then you have to think through a lot of things before you actually reach a decision. And this whole thinking process itself is a journey of self-discovery, because you have to ask yourself a lot of questions to understand what you really want. And on the other hand, by putting yourself in an international arena means that you are putting yourself in a situation where you find more challenges and temptations every day. You're gonna be surrounded by people who are smarter than you, prettier than you, richer than you, more capable than you. Peer pressure is almost inevitable. And in moments like this, you will have to start asking yourself, what do I want to do after graduation? Where do I want to go? What's my purpose of life? What makes me happy in life? And by asking yourself all these questions, you will start to realize what kind of person you really are and what you prioritize or value the most in life. And then you will start to work on things that's more important for your life instead of doing meaningless things to compare with other people. Because after all, we have different backgrounds and we have different goals in life. Just because other people are doing something doesn't mean that you will have to do the same to define who you are. And lastly, expand your thinking. I think this is another important thing that I've learned. I've become a more open-minded person ever since I studied in the US. Besides learning a different culture, learning a different lifestyle, I've also met so many different people with interesting opinions about things that I've never thought of or about things that I've always believed in. Sometimes I think it's important to listen to a different voice because I think your opinions are limited in your knowledge, in your education, in your experience. And what they say is gonna get you thinking, it's gonna keep your mind running, which is why I think it's beneficial for us to be more mature. Oh, finally, this is the end of the video. I feel such a relief because I've been spending so much time on this video. I'm not the kind of person who would draft what I say. I just think about what I want to say, and then when I start to talk about things, sometimes I go too far and I have to drag myself back, and then I don't like how I say something. I remake the video. It's too much. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and I hope that what I shared in this video can be helpful for you. And finally, I hope all of you guys can enter your dream school, keep growing, and enjoy the beautiful journey of life. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Next stop, Boston University's